Welcome back, YouTube. So we are going to take a break on the ATV paint stripping project because the door for the Nissan Frontier has arrived. We're going to be picking that up tomorrow morning, bringing the Frontier out here and getting started on that whole project. So for a lot of you that are watching this video, myself included, that we don't do painting all day, every day. The amount of product that we have sitting over here in this corner to paint one door is going to seem quite excessive. I will say that the quantities that we ordered of these three right here specifically, and even some of the cleaners that are over there, the quantity or the volume is significantly more than we actually need to get the job done. But the reasoning for doing that is that this isn't the only thing I'm going to end up painting, right? Remember, we still do have the entire ATV panels over there that need to be painted, plus the body of the ATV still needs to get painted. So a lot of this is going to get used for the Frontier, and then what doesn't get used for the Frontier we'll use for the ATVs, and then whatever else we need to paint. All right, easy part's done. The door got picked up, the truck got delivered to the shop with no issues, so now all the hard work gets to begin. All right, so door is unstrapped now, and we can see all the damage that's done to it. Obviously, with it being this lovely shape now, it doesn't latch anymore. Go ahead and open it up. You can see over on this side, I don't have my light on me. You can see over on this side, we've got some paint creases here from where the door flexed and creased. You know, all of this is now creased and the paint's flexed off of it. This whole section right here is just crumpled. Like, it's not supposed to be this shape. Also got, you know, pretty gnarly dent up here. The plastics right here, you know, are cracked and exploded. We'll see if we can't glue that back in there and see if we can't make that at least the same depth on everything. The hinges themselves actually look pretty decent. They don't look bent, so I think we can salvage the hinges. And then if we come around to the front, you can see that at some point the door did rub along the fender here, but there's clearly a gap now, so it's no longer rubbing. We do get super close right here, but it doesn't actually rub. So when I pull the door off, I'll go ahead and check behind it. And actually it looks like right there there's at least a little bit of paint that needs to be redone on the fender, but we got to blend the fender anyway, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this door off, and I'll bring you back shortly. Got you in here for a little bit closer. There we go. Closer look. Trying to not blow out the image. You can see there's a little bit of paint missing right there, but because it's down to the brown and the primer, it's not actually down to bare metal. We can just throw a little bit of color on that and you'll never even know. You can see right here there's a little bit of brown starting to show through. That's actually where the manufacturer, Nissan, had a little bit of under coverage on their coloring. But right here and right up here, you can see some more rubbing. That was from, again, that spot on the front side of the door where it rubbed through. But again, you see how it's not, let's get closer. You can see how it's not shiny at all. Not shiny means it is not down to the bare metal. We're just down to the sealer primer, which is good news. If we continue on down, start lighting. Here you go. If we continue on down, obviously, you know, the same under coverage from Nissan. And then we get all the way down here, and there's a little bit of paint peeling right here. But again, we are not down to the bare metal, so we should be good to just spray some color on that and call it a day. Now that we have the door off and everything's ready to go over here, and I can continue working on the door to get all the plastics and the trims and everything off of it, we're gonna go ahead and push the truck back into the little gap to give us our workspace over here. We're gonna go ahead and unbox the new door here, and then I'm gonna pull out the sawhorses and get them set up somewhere, you know, in the middle-ish. The sawhorses are ready. Obviously not the exact type of sawhorse that's designed for this, but that'll work perfectly well to absorb some of the cushion and not scratch up the door too terribly much. Door's already unstrapped and ready to go. So that is how a new door comes in. So we'll go ahead and get it off here, get it on the sawhorse, and I'll bring it back. Door is on the sawhorses now. We did go ahead and peel off the plastic that protects the backside. I didn't peel it all the way off the backside, which is the exterior front side of the door. So there is an additional layer of protection between everything. I guess not so much over there, but it is over there. Either way, peeled it off over here. I do need to grab some adhesive remover. The lovely part number and part sticker from Nissan OEM was right here. I don't think I've ever had one of those come off without doing this. So I'll go ahead and get some adhesive remover and get that taken care of. With the door taken care of, next thing we need to do before we can actually spray anything in here is we need to go ahead and get both these vehicles covered in this overspray protective plastic sheeting. Like I said, I think it's something like 20 foot by 200 foot roll or 250 foot roll. Rip that open, pull out the plastic like you would, you know, Ziploc bag or any other plastic bag in the house for the kitchen. And then just pull out however much you need, run it all the way up to the hood and over the hood, pull a little bit extra for over the tailgate and over the trunk, and just make sure you have a little bit extra on both sides. Cut it all off using a razor blade or just whatever knife. And then, you like unravel it. It's folded over on itself a bunch of times, so you unfold it and it'll cover over the whole vehicle. It'll make more sense here in a moment when you actually see me do it. So as you can see, that wasn't too terribly bad. The bags are actually significantly bigger than I thought they were going to be. I thought I was going to have a little bit of overhang, but I've got quite a bit of overhang on the sides, which is good. I'd rather have more and be able to tuck it underneath the car than not have enough and have to figure out how to cover up the rest of the car. All right, so first thing in preparation, we mentioned we have to get rid of this little sticker here. The only thing I'm going to use to get rid of that sticker, or at least I'm going to try and use, just a little bit of denatured alcohol. Should just have to soak this on here for a little bit, and then that sticker will peel right off. All right, well, as you can see, it did get some of it off, but not the majority. So I'm gonna go grab a scraper and see if we can't peel that off. Bulk of the sticker came off. Again, just a little bit of denatured alcohol. Soak it on there and see if that adhesive will go ahead and come off. Now that the sticker's peeled off, we're going to go ahead and give the whole door a wipe down with that denatured alcohol again. Go ahead and get any residue that may have been on there from shipping and from just the manufacturer building it. And then once we're done with that, we'll have to go ahead and lay down some seam sealer. And there we have it. Door is cleaned and ready for seam sealers. That's the next morning. The temperature didn't really get as cold as it was supposed to get, which is awesome. Same time, everybody warned me it was going to get really cold, and mildly disappointed that it's like only in the 40s right now. So, while it's still not an ideal temperature to be painting a truck. We do have all the heaters on right now in here to try and get it warmed up. It's pretty comfortable already, but comfortable and paint curing temperature are slightly different. So we're gonna give the heaters some time to work, and while the heaters are warming up the shop, I'm gonna go ahead and move the door out of the way and do some work on the front tier, so that we can get the front tier moved up to where the door is. So I know this video has been a little bit longer than the previous videos. There's a lot of content to cover in such a short period of time. So I'm going to go ahead and break this this whole series into a three-parter. So I know I kind of just abruptly left you hanging right there. We'll pick it up in the next video, and then get to a lot more action over in that next video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to throw me a comment down below, I do read them all. Thanks.